So the Cowboys OTAs is on its way, and of course this is voluntary, not mandatory. Now granted, there are some new numbers in the mix. Jalen Tolbert will be wearing number 1, and it looks fresh on him, so hopefully he will be able to display some fresh catches out here for the 2024 season. And on top of that, that is my guy Brandon Cooks. He's there at the voluntary workouts, the OTAs. Now granted, this is not the same as working in the gym, but it is a situation whereas you get camaraderie, you got team building, things like that, of moments that you can work with other players as well as the new coaching staff that's here. And of course, we all know that you got to earn the star. No one is just given the star. Granted that these Dallas Cowboys players got to understand that there's a special responsibility that you must exhibit when you wearing that star, or even when you are signed with this particular team, right? And of course, this is my guy Ryan Flournoy. I think the world of this kid. I know for sure that we looking for an outside receiver, right? A 4-4 guy. And at this moment, we need somebody that can stretch the field, that can catch the ball inside traffic. Hopefully he will be this guy. He was a late round draft pick for us, but we never will frown upon those things, because this is the way the Cowboys rock and roll. There's always a diamond in the rough every year, right? So hopefully it will be him. And of course, this is 45 and he's live. That's our new linebacker, and I don't know his name. I think that's Damian Wilson. Could be. Granted, that is Damian Wilson, right? He's wearing 45, and hopefully he brings wisdom and understanding and smarts to the team, and he's a true linebacker. So hopefully he will bring a lot to the table. He already got the star on the side of the helmet, and he is a guy that won a Super Bowl before. Not for the Cowboys, of course, but hey, let's bring that wisdom and understanding to the game and help these young guys out. That's what we need out here. And of course, this is Dak Prescott with Jake Ferguson. Hey, a lot of expectations on both of these fellas, right? Hey, I like the come out year for Ferguson last season, and let's see if he can marry what he did last season up to this season and do even more of a better job that he did last season. Of course, this is a contract year for Dak Prescott. Hopefully he can bring forward some more all-pro numbers and, bring that MVP level of talents that he have, right? He was second place, I believe, in runner-ups for MVP. Hopefully he will be able to continue to be down that pathway and excel and do even better things. With these two guys, hey, we need for them to be all in, dog, as it relates to coaching. None of these guys got contracts heading into 2025. And hey, we need for both of these guys to establish that wisdom and understanding to the game. Mike McCarthy, my guy, Mike Zim. Mike and Mike, let's get it right, man. And I know they leaning forward with the bellies, man. So put it out there, man. Let's get this dubs, man, all through the season. And let's make sure that, hey, we bring forth the good energy that we need. So belly forward and all, man. Let's get it, man. And I don't know why they leaning back like this, though. But lean back. Lean back and just watch practice. And of course, that's Dak Prescott. Let's get it, Dak. We need for you to show up, man, for the 2024 season, as well as some of these guys that's out here already that's on this team. And this will be my guy. I got a lot of expectation for Damone Clark. Me and my guy Okoye got a wager out on whether or not he would play better than what he did last season, and will he turn the corner. I got high hopes for him. So hopefully it will be me eating the tomahawk steak at the end of the year, and I'm not paying all of that stuff forward to my guy Okoye. But let's see, though, because I think that wisdom and understanding and true football stuff will bring it to the table with linebacker play, and we'll get things right. Of course, Brandon Cooks, let's get it. I can't wait. We need 1,000 yards from him. Let's pause it, even though the screen is not moving already, Number 19, he switched his number from 15. He gave it to Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know what they kind of paid each other, for that number switch, but we get a chance to see him and he got some fresh new tattoos out there, and he's been working out hard, man, during the off season. I hope that can pay dividends. One can argue that they're expecting a phenomenal mini camp from him, a phenomenal training camp altogether, and a phenomenal preseason so that he can get his name out there. We already know that, hey, the money around the table is long for any quarterback spot, right? The Cowboys next season paying $40 million regardless, right? On dead money, whether or not if Dak Prescott would be here or not. Nevertheless, he got a clean slate here. Hopefully he can turn heads, in training camp and let people know that that star on the side of his helmet with number 19 is mean. We shall soon see. And he got family on his arm, so we need that. Ain't that right, Ryan? So hopefully something can go along the ways with this. And then we got this dude right here. The Dallas Cowboys #1 draft pick for the 2024 season, Tyler Guyton. A lot of expectations. Of course, playing a new role at that left tackle. We going to need to see something from him. He got a gauntlet of defensive edge guys that he got to play against this season. We can start naming names, but hey, I want you guys to look it up. For one thing, I can tell you for sure, week 1, Myles Garrett. We talking about being baptized by fire. Oh yeah, and it don't ends there. They got TJ Watts down the line, Aiden Hutchinson. You got a lot of guys that you got to pay attention to. Bosa of the worlds that he's gonna have to go up against. And hey, let's get this baptism going by fire, by the way. It ain't no water around there. And he got the best opportunity because to the right of him, he will have Tyler Smith, right? And then to the right of Tyler Smith, let's see. It could be Cooper Beebe. We will see how that all will work its way out. That whole entire left side, it should be solid. He just got to get his pad levels low, work on his hands. He's been working with Duke Manyweather and keep his feet moving and keep everything inside the cylinder. I think that he's one of the most athletic tackles in this draft. He just was really raw in a lot of sense. So hopefully we can get things going for him. And we will see down the line. And then, of course, the return of Ezekiel Elliott wearing 15, and he's going to be mean again this season. Hopefully, all can work out well for the Cowboys with this pickup. Hear me out. You got Ezekiel Elliott back. I told you about the gauntlet of absolute crazy pass rushers that we're going to have in this upcoming season. Why not have a guy that can solidify and help your team out like Ezekiel Elliott, who can be one hell of a protector of the quarterback by blocking, and on top of that, he can get you dirty yards. He will be the hammer that the Cowboys needed last season. Hopefully, we can continue to excel in the run game and improve in that department by the aspect that we got better offensive line up front. We shall soon see if that's the case in the scenario with this particular team. And of course, they dapping it up. Jake Ferguson and Dak Prescott. Jake Ferguson and my guy, the new linebacker, Eric Kendricks. I'm quite sure he's talking noise to him saying, you better be glad you don't have that helmets and pads on, because I would have been able to knock that ball up out of your hand. And Ferg like, nah, man, you see this stiff arm? It's going to go right to the chest, man. You're going to get knocked back, dog. This is my spot. This is my lane. This is my opportunity, right? And back to the coaches, man. They standing upright on this picture. Good photo right there. And then you see the other side view of Ezekiel Elijah Elliott. Yeah. So the face is furious. Dak Prescott got his best guy back on the team with him. Hopefully they can continue to do something well together. And that will be the battle cry for the 2024 season. What can Zeke do for this team? Can he help out? And can Tyler Guyton, can he be the guy that can stand tall or not at all, right? And then we got the legendary, yes, Zach, say it with me, Maud. Hear me out. Last year around this time, he wasn't with the team at OTAs. He was holding out Mama Martin said that, hey, she need new shoes. She want a new dress. She needs some new furniture in the house. And he needs some more money to get all of those things. So he held out, right? So hopefully by this time moving around that he's picking up what Mike Solari is putting out, and he's being that true leader to help out other guys that's on this particular team. He been working with Duke Manyweather, of course, and you know how this goes. Zach Martin, one of those guys that he's the leader of this team, and we needed him last year, but hey, he had to get his accounting together, right? So the Cowboys got their mind right, and he got paid his money. But here's the other side of the coin. He's still in another contract year because they didn't give him an extension for his years on his contract. So we will see how all of this will work out. Also, notable guys that didn't show up to OTAs. You got Michael Parsons. He didn't show up. He's working out with my guy, Tony Mack. Shout out to him. Salute to him. And CeeDee Lamb, even though, you know, we get it. This is OTAs, voluntary, not mandatory, right? Just like anything else. It's voluntary, but I hope it's mandatory for you guys to watch this video and hit this like and share this content and let people know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. And I'm going to tell you guys, I get it. Some people will have their reservations. Some people may have their thoughts on this team, but at the end of the day, this is still too soon. Let's just wait till everything kind of work its way out. There will be plenty of things changing in the next following weeks and of course months. But at the end of the day, when these guys put on the real pads and the helmets, who will stand tall? Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on, man. That Jalen Tolbert #1 look good, don't it? It look good. Let's see if he can play good. You know, what's that saying? Y'all put it down in the comment box what prime time Deone Sanders said or Coach Prime said. When you look good and all of that stuff, you play somewhat good, huh? Let's go. DC for life, not for short. Salute. Peace.